Hey friends, it's Cheryl, your Pampered Chef friend, coming on to talk to you today about some stuff. I'm going to make an omelet today, so I'm hoping that that is something you want to learn more about how to do. You could do this with just regular eggs and flip them, or you could do an omelet and flip that. I generally like veggies and stuff in my eggs, so I'm going to do an omelet. The first thing I want to show you is that if you want to learn how to flip your eggs in a pan, this is the easiest way to do it. Get yourself your pan that you use for your eggs and then put a piece of bread in there. You'll learn, see how it's moving in the pan, and then you just flip it. You can practice with this, and that'll teach you how to do it when you get to your eggs. So I'm going to take that out of there. I'll go put that in the toaster in a little bit. And then I'm going to start by adding a little bit of ghee. And we get our ghee from Costco. It's an organic ghee, and somebody's trying to call me, but I'm going to have to call them back. If it's you, don't worry, I'll call you back. Okay, so I'm going to put that. I'm going to, now these are our redesigned glass bowls with the new covers. Isn't that great? Unfortunately, there's a backup in production. So they're not available right now, but they will be available again pretty soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but soon. Okay, so I like onion. I'm gonna throw some onion in here, just like that, super easy. And I have a little bit left of some zucchini. So same thing, I just do it like this. Now, I'm taking that, I'm not slicing my finger. See how it goes under right there and comes out into there. So be very careful about having your knife go into your hand. You don't want part of your thumb in there. All right. So I'm gonna let that saute a little bit. And this is the 8-inch nonstick fry pan. And that's the only nonstick pan I really use because, oopsie, there went a piece of my onion. Oh well. That's not my thing. I'm not big on the nonstick. Okay, so I'm gonna let that cook for a second, a minute. Okay, I'll let it cook for a minute. While we're talking, I'll talk about our scrapers. And if you're not familiar with Pampered Chef scrapers, you want to be. These are pretty amazing. I think about when I was a kid and my mom and my aunt had, and even my grandma had scrapers, and it would be melted back down to here. I'm like, where did that go? Is that in me? Did I eat that? Now, these are silicone, so they have a higher melting point, and they work really nice. I really, really enjoy them. Now, the other thing is, if they get discolored, just sit them in the sun. Isn't that cool? That will help take any discoloration, like, I don't know, maybe some Indian curry or something like that. And they get a little yellow, let it sit in the sun, and it'll clear up. All right. I don't have to have this super sauteed. I just like it a little bit cooked. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to tell you a little story about my aunt. She's gone now, so I can tell her story. I was there for a holiday, and we have a pie that our family makes. It's a pudding pie. So it's chocolate crust. They don't even make the cookies anymore. So I don't know when we're going to have this pie again. And then cooked pudding, more cookies, more pudding, and then after it cools, fresh whipped cream on top of that. Wonderful pies. Anyway, I was there and she said, well, last time I made these pies, I was stirring it with my scraper, and then the boys needed me, so I left it in the pot and I took off and helped them. And when I came back, it was all melted into the milk. And she said, I wasn't going to waste that milk. So I still made the pudding. I was like, ew. So, all right, let's put our eggs in here. This is 2 eggs with a little bit of water. And I'm going to let that cook. So what we'll do is I just let it cook. You'll see it'll set up a little bit, and then you'll see what I do. All right. The other part is once we get that done, I'm going to have some cheese. This is some Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to put it in here, and that'll be ready to go then. So this is our micro micro grater, medium micro grater. There we go. I can say it. So you can see how I kind of lift up the sides of this. It still needs a little bit more cooking. I probably could have left the pan on there a little bit further. So that's another thing too, is before you put your food in your pan, make sure your pan's hot. And generally what I do is I get the pan hot, then I add whatever fat, oil, whatever I'm going to use, and then I add right away my ingredients that I'm going to saute or cook. So here what I'm doing, I'm lifting up the edge, I'm tilting this over and letting whatever is not cooked go underneath there. So sorry, it's taking a little longer than typical, but like I said, get your pan hot first. Now, especially a nonstick pan, you don't want your flame over medium. Okay, so you keep it at medium, not high. Now, when I was teaching students, high school students, how to cook, I would see this all the time. They would heat up their pan on high, right? Get it super hot, put the stuff in it, it would all just burn. So don't do that, okay? Plus, it's not really healthy to have your nonstick pan. Why is this? Oh, it's kind of sticking to it. Okay, I'm going to let it sit then again for a little bit. Let it set up a little bit, and then we'll be able to flip it. All right, because there's some here that's loose, but it's not, no, it's not going. I must not have whipped the egg good enough so that it's loose. All right, let me just let it sit for a minute. Anyway, again, don't start your flame super high. Start it at medium, let it sit for a few minutes, and then add your oil or fat, and then your food, okay? I know a lot of recipes will say, let your oil heat. I'm going to tell you, as soon as it hits the pan, it's heated. It doesn't need time. If your pan is heated, when you add the oil, your oil is heated, okay? Putting your oil in your cold pan, I don't recommend it. Okay, so here we go. Ready? There we go. And now I'm going to use my microplaner, maybe. I think I had the wrong side. There we go. And add some cheese. Now these are going to be little pieces of cheese. We do also have, thinner and heavier ones. Okay, that's all I need. I don't need a lot. I'm going to, let me get a plate. Okay. Let's see. It's not going to take much to get that cooked on the other side. In fact, I'm even going to turn my heat off. All right. Because all you need to do is have that set up on the other side. Now I'm just going to flip that over like that and drop it right onto my plate. And there you have it. Look at that. It's so good. Look at the steam. I can have a facial too. All right. You guys have a great day. If you have any questions about making eggs or an omelet, just put something down below. And then please like and follow me. I really appreciate that. All right. Talk to you soon. Take care.